Welcome everyone to this month's Astrocolorscope. My name's Elizabeth Harper. My website is sealedwithlove.com. Okay, so the idea of the Astrocolorscope is, in a moment, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the astrology, the aspects that are coming up for the month of June 2015. Then I'm going to select 3 crystals from my crystal bag here for each sign. And I'm going to throw those crystals into a circle of the 12 houses and then read the color of the crystal, the qualities of the crystal, and how that reflects on the house that they've landed in and what that means for you. I'll also be using my intuition to see what else comes up. And I'll be picking a bead from the bead bag right here for an additional influence from the color and anything else that comes up from that. And I like to do things in 3s. So we have a tarot card as well. This is the Voyager deck. So I'll pick a card for you. And what you can do then is take a look at the card and see what you are most attracted to in that card. And whatever you're attracted to, then you can ask yourself, what does that mean? So you get an additional message, but it's personal for you. Okay, so to begin with, we're going to talk a little bit about the astrology that's coming up, the aspects that are coming up. So we've got a Sagittarius full moon on the 2nd of June, and you know, with Sagittarius, it's the 9th house sign, and it's very much about, it's a fiery sign. It's very much about adventure and taking off into this world that is unknown. So with that full moon, when you get a full moon, it's almost like you're coming to a fulfilled place. So you're asking yourself, am I fulfilled in the department of adventure? Am I fulfilled in that place of philosophy, of education, of higher education, of learning, of travel? Do I feel fulfilled when I'm looking at a broader perspective of my life? So that's what comes up with that particular moon. And then there's a new moon that comes in on the 16th, which is Gemini. And with the Gemini energy, it's ruled by Mercury. Mercury is going direct finally on the 11th of this month. So communication comes into balance, and technical things, electrical stuff, it all starts working a little bit better. But then when we get to that new moon, there's also the emphasis on communication. There's an emphasis on education. There's more of a focus on wanting to learn, on wanting to maybe to expand your horizons as well. So it's interesting that Mercury going direct and then the new moon going into Gemini all comes in the same month. So there's almost a sense of much clearer communication, more clarity as well. There's also Neptune is going retrograde in Pisces, which is its natural sign, and that's on the 12th of June. And with that, we become more sensitive. You know, Neptune is a planet of imagination. It's a planet of psychic sensitivity. It's also a planet of addictions, because we tend to want to drown what we are seeing in the outside world and go into a place of fantasy. And so with addiction, it can help us to go inside of ourselves more. But with that retrograde energy, it makes you more sensitive. So it's almost take care at this time if you have this tendency to want to escape things, because with that Neptune retrograde, it's coming on the 12th of the month, and it's going to continue for a while. So just take care, protect yourself. Be aware that if you suddenly start trying to do something that is to avoid your life, that it could just be that particular aspect that's affecting you, and see if you can stay grounded and more in this present moment. Don't look too much into the future. We have Saturn that enters Scorpio on the 14th, and that's also going retrograde as well. Many retrograde planets at the moment. And you know, Scorpio is it's a sign of the underworld, and it's ruled by Pluto, which is also that underworld kind of energy. So there is a sense with Saturn going retrograde in this particular sign. Saturn is a planet of grounding and making you see things. So there is a sense with this that you're going to revisit unresolved issues, challenges, anything that you've pushed down into your emotions, anything you've pushed down under the surface. So with that energy, it's around the 14th of the month. You find that maybe you might be more emotional than you've been in the past, but it may not be about what is going on around you right now. It may be that something else is coming to the surface to be resolved, to be healed. Then we have, of course, this month the summer solstice on the, at least in the northern hemisphere, we have the summer solstice on the 21st, and at that time the sun enters Cancer, which to me is there is a sensitive energy to this, but there's also a feeling of brightness that comes with it as well. I feel like it's adventure time when it goes into Cancer. Well, on the 22nd, we have Jupiter and Uranus are making a trine. And Jupiter is in Leo and Uranus is in Aries, both fire signs. So with this, there's almost a sense of the road less traveled. There's a sense of excitement. There's a sense of adventure. So around that time, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, you might find yourself suddenly wanting to take a trip, or suddenly wanting to go into the kind of relationship that you've never been in before, or maybe going for a job that you didn't think you were capable of getting, or didn't think that you had the qualifications to apply for the job. There is a sense of luck that comes with that particular aspect, and it's been coming through already. Earlier in the year we had the same aspect. Now we're getting another chance at it, so that can come up as well. It may be that you're getting a second chance at something, maybe a relationship or a job or something else that means that your whole world opens up as a consequence. All right then, just as my cat came in to say hello. So now let's move on and see what's coming up for your sign. Okay, Aries, so for you have something very interesting. I took 4 stones out of the bag, 2 of them are the same. So the first one that came out is this. It's not a crystal, it's just a piece of stone that I got from Sedona. And it's a piece of rock from one of the vortexes. And this went into your second house. And that second house is very much about personal possessions, but it's also about how you perceive yourself as well, what's important to you, materially, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, what's important to you. And that's what I feel this is saying, that for this month, it's a red energy. The vortexes, they go outwards and they go inwards. So it's like sending energy out and bringing energy in. What's interesting to me is that this is almost like a little building block. So, and with all of these other crystals as well, there's a sense of your home is going to be very important over this next month. So you may be redecorating, you might be rearranging it, you might be tidying things up, doing the garden. There's something about, it's almost like what is valuable to you within and around your space. And I'm thinking of it as your home, but it could also be your work environment. It could be your friends. It could be the library books that you have, whatever it is that's important to you. There's a sense with this particular stone, sending things out and bringing new things in. I also feel with this that either you're going to see an energy healer, or you're going to start looking at maybe doing some energy healing yourself as well. And I feel that is also part of that breathing in and breathing out vibe that's coming with this. In your 4th house went a piece of pink opal. So it's a very pale pink, and especially on my camera at the moment, it keeps changing color right now. So the pink is almost coral colored, and in your 4th house, it's about love. Pink is about love, but this particular stone is about not judging a book by its cover. It's almost about a protective energy that's there as well. But it's looking at, again, what you have in your life that is most important to you. And I feel as if family are going to be very important to you this month. But you may be... There's almost a sense of looking at family members, and I get this sense of almost trying to remember something around your family or within your family, and trying to rebuild something in your family. So it could be that you're trying to rebuild relationships. The other stones that came up were these 2 lavender obsidians, and they're not natural lavender obsidian, they've been dyed, but there's a feeling in this of, this went into your 4th house and your 10th house. So they're opposite each other. And with this pink opal that went into your 4th house as well, these are kind of open to receive energies. This one is change. So then when we look at your home life is changing. When you look at your status in your work and your career, that is changing. But it's changing because you are making that change. With obsidian, it's about protection, protecting yourself. It's about maybe calming down and staying more grounded. So then when I look at these, when I looked at all these stones when they first came out of the bag, I thought to myself, oh, I wonder if you're getting a new home, or if you are building a fortress around your home, or if you're putting an alarm system on your home. There is a sense of something that is changing in your home environment that will create protection, but it's also a sense of... It's also a sense of memory as well, in that you are remembering something, and that is protecting you. So hopefully that makes sense for you. With this in the 10th house, I also feel that it's almost like you need to watch your back around your work environment. And I don't mean that to sound negative. It could just be that, you know, the chair that you're sitting on, you're just about to sit down and your chair might kind of fall away from you or something. It could be that there is something going on in your job that you don't know about, that you may need to know about so you can make some plans. It could also be that somebody is leaving in your job and you need to know about that as well. So, you know, there's a sense of there's a lot of change going on around you this month. It's not negative, but it will, I feel like it's going to upset your apple cart a little bit. Now, 2 stones came out of my bead bag. Actually, 1 stone came out and the spiral necklace came out, the pendant. So this little pendant came out of the bag, and so did this yellow bead. Yellow is about letting go of your boundaries, and yet here we've almost got that protective energy that's coming up for you. So with the yellow, I feel that apart from the boundary thing, it's about getting information. I feel that you're going to need to have more information this month to help you to make decisions. We always need more information, but for you in particular, around your home, if you're going to change your home, and around your job, there is something that you need more information about. And then with this spiral, spirals can be about wholeness, they can be about change, they can be about moving in a new direction as well, and about going internally and externally. So then we come back to this little vortex energy, don't we, with this. So the vortex energy is going to be really important for you. So you may want to, I want to say breathe deeply, but you may want to do some healing for yourself, because it almost looks like you're going to need a little bit of healing, and then you can give back to others. But for now, it's time for yourself. So the card that comes up for you, take a look at this and then see what you're most attracted to. Then ask yourself, what does that mean to me? What does that mean for me? So when I look at this card, I see the red. I see the red rock that's at the bottom. And let's just see if there's anything. Yeah, it's almost like iron oxide. So that kind of red that's around the bottom there, there's a sense of it being like iron oxide. And iron picks up oxygen, it helps you with the hemoglobin, so more iron that you have, the easier it is for you to breathe. So I feel with this that it's about breathing in again and breathing out. So it's taking in the life force energy. So you need some healing this month. And oh my goodness, I'm looking at this and my top keeps changing from light blue to deep blue at the same time. I wonder if this will work out the same way. So I feel almost as if there's a message that's coming to you from the divine, from your loved ones in spirit, to say it's time for a change. There's something that's going to change for you, and it's time for you to welcome that in. But first, you need to have some energy to do it. Okay, that's it for this month's Astro Coloscope. Hope you enjoyed it. Do please share it with your friends. Like and subscribe to my channel. And if the message has resonated, please leave me a comment below. Remember that you can subscribe to my love letter and grab your free color kit at bit.ly/color kit. And also remember that I offer different guidance sessions from my website sealedwithlove.com, and I make crystal jewelry, and I also have crystals available in my store.sealedwithlove.com. I will see you next week with the Crystal Colorscope. Lots of coloricious blessings to you. Bye.